Alright, check it out, bro. I just literally got done filming another video. I sat down in a chair and this popped in my head and I was like, holy frick, I need to talk about this. Most people never change because they're too focused on consuming change rather than practicing change. I know, it's a lot. Let me break it down for you, but before I do so, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Carson. I started this channel as a way to talk about the things I'm learning, the mistakes I'm making, in an effort to make sure you don't make those same mistakes and become the best version of yourself a little bit faster. Okay, so look, this really came to me because this was me for so many years. Look, social media, social media, it's an awesome place. It really is. You can learn so much. There's so much great information, and there is always a time and place for it. But the problem is, almost every single video you watch is focused on consuming, basically getting the view, instead of actually forcing you to do that thing. And look, there's always a time and place for information. There truly is. We need information. But we as humans are not created and designed to actually practice everything we learn. So, you watching this video right now, you are taking in some sort of information. You probably have been taking in information all day. Hopefully productive stuff that's going to help you become the person you want to become, but information nonetheless. You have two choices when you finish this video. Either A, you can swipe off, you can like, comment, subscribe, and then you can move on to the next video and learn more. Maybe there's a few things in here you'll say, oh, wow, that actually makes sense. Maybe I do need to do that. I'll implement it eventually. I'm just collecting knowledge now and move on to the next video. Or B, the other person, they're gonna watch this video, they're gonna find something actionable they can do in their life right now, and they are going to do it. Which one sounds harder? Option B, of course, which is why nobody does it. So look, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know I recently signed up for an Ironman. I'm coming in with zero swimming experience, a little bit of biking experience, and very little running experience outside of what I've done on YouTube for challenges. It's a huge learning curve. Now look, when I saw the deadline out 10 and a half months for race day from when I booked it, I was like, okay, I got some time. And the first thing I did, pulled out my phone and started watching YouTube videos. I started watching Instagram Reels, trying to figure out strategies, trying to figure out what equipment I'll need, what race day is gonna look like, all of these different things, and just binging it. And then I had to pull myself out for a second and say, what is there in this specific moment that I need to do? I learned that I need to start running in a zone 2 pace. I have a pair of cheap running shoes. What else do I need? Nothing. So I got my sorry butt outside and I started running. And yeah, it sucks. It's freaking hot in Utah. It was like 97 degrees. It wasn't fun. But that's what I have to do because no amount of research is going to make me progress. The same thing goes with these videos. If you're just watching these and going to expect your life to change, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. You have to actually focus on making a change. So I know, I hope I've hammered this point home enough for you to realize that you actually have to start doing something with the things you're learning. But this is literally the entire premise of what I built Elevate around, my community. And I know I talk about it all the time, but it's like there's tons of people joining right now. I think yesterday there were 6 members who joined, the day before that 4 members. Like, it is growing each and every day. And the people inside are seeing results, which is why I keep talking about it. I'm not going to promote something that I don't feel passionate about and I don't think is going to work. And luckily the community I created, it's working for people. So basically there's 2 tiers. There's a free tier and there's a paid tier. Long story short, free tier is focused on teaching you giving you information and helping you discover who you want to become. The pay tier for $1 a day helps you actually do that. You work directly with me, and I make sure each and every week the things you're learning you're putting into play, and we're seeing progress week over week. I revised Elevate completely because I realized my course structure followed the just learn, 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 no implementation. So I am learning this lesson each and every day, and that's why I'm making these changes. And I truly feel like it is incredible how much it's gonna change and already is changing people's lives. So look, I don't care if you join Elevate, I really don't. But just keep that in mind. Learn, but also implement. Because change does not come without implementation. Every single day. And that's the hard part, and it sucks, but that's what we have to do in order to succeed. So ladies and gentlemen, if you take nothing else with you out of this video, think of one thing that you've been putting off implementing and actually do it. And watch how much faster your life will change than watching these videos for 4 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you all. Sorry, I thought someone was knocking on the door. I appreciate you all watching this. I'm sorry if I'm beating Elevate home and just going to town on it, but I mean, I get so passionate whenever I see people inside winning and knowing that there's people watching this video right now who probably feel lost and stuck the same way they are, and there's some sort of solution. So I'm just putting it out there. Really no pressure whatsoever either way. I just want to make sure everyone who it might work for is aware of it. But put that work in, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.